And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check three. Check safety.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch out. 36.
Watson with a give to Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
46 to Mike, 46.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1-for-1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the catch made by Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Now it's Watson finding fouls complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people, right?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
90 volts. Recon, 132 fighter. Slam. Get ready.
Now Jones on first down. Flush to his right. It's complete to Golden Tate. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll air this one toward, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Shift. Back by 31.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get the ball. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Another time.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got room. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 39 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans nothing. Aldrich Rosas to kick off for the Giants.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey. Check. And let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Break. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Rabbit. Watch the safety creep. Check 24. Check. Let's go. Deep grip.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Looking for Shepard deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run with Barkley. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
Jones now operating from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Let's go, team.
61, match 5.
Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles. And I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin with a run by Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Check 4, check.
Hey.
Jump.
Hey, exit.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Go. Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Barkley. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 33 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And, partner, you know I'm a big advocate of taking tape measures and just throw them away. I want to know if a guy can flat-out play. Well, DeAndre Hopkins is about 6'1", and we're used to the guys who go up and take it one-handed like we just saw there. 6'3", 6'4", 6'5 guys. In this case, he plays way taller than what he's listed, doesn't he?
He does indeed, and that was spectacular.
Yeah. We got to watch him work his routine. We saw it during practice during the week. We saw it in pregame. He works hard at these one-handed catches. He's not just showing off.
Let's go. 60 or. Tighten up, tighten up. Let's go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the run, it's Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, Delta. Go. Get it.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson now to throw. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw is Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing again is Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's going to go down again. Lorenzo Carter. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
64, reach. Hey, echo. Now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Watch the whip.
Ready?
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Watch twist.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Now it's Watson. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 26 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
He's going to let wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
Topper!
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Jones, off play action. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there.